Good morning and welcome to one of the final events of our second annual Trans Pride Week. My name is Emily Kalin. My pronouns are she, her, and I'm the creator of Trans Pride Ventura County. I'm grateful to be here in front of you, but acknowledge how wild it is. Not only did I spend most of my life absolutely terrified of speaking in public, but just generally being the center of attention. On top of that, I haven't been a member of a church since I was a child, so. My story has been one of fear and uncertainty. Visibility was the scariest thing for me. I was so afraid of what I would lose in coming out and being myself that I had no way of seeing, no vision towards what I would gain from it. For me personally, it has meant finding purpose in creating safe spaces to celebrate trans identities. I have stronger connections to everyone I know, most everyone. And finally, I feel that finally, the person that you see in front of you, I feel is the real, true me. And that's a heck of an accomplishment. We're here today to celebrate visibility and living in truth. This means something different for everyone. But for trans people today, being visible means being an outcast, being a target of hatred and violence, and it means being rejected by the people you love. If you can just forget the rumors you've heard about trans people for a moment, you can see that our community is specifically being targeted and attacked by our own government. So now more than ever, a refuge and support like Chalice offer a vital bit of belonging and safety that people like me need so desperately. I'm proud to partner with Chalice to offer today's program for those in my community who still feel a connection to their faith and need that in their lives. And I thank you so much for welcoming us into your space here and making it a safe place for us. And also for any compassion and willingness to learn that you can show your transgender siblings, neighbors, and friends. If you want to follow us and find out what we're doing, Instagram's the best way, Trans Pride VC on there. I'm excited to meet and talk with you all upstairs after the session. As Sam said, I suppose it's probably best to limit it, at least at first, to people in the trans community that need a space. I'm an open book. You can ask me anything. If we have time after that, I would really love to open myself up to any questions that any of you have. I know that in this world, with as few of us as there are, as few of us as are willing and able to be out and be visible, a lot of folks don't have a direct connection to a trans person or get the chance to talk and ask some of these questions. And, you know, some of these questions are kind of fraught and you know, there are things that you should or shouldn't ask a general trans person, but I assure you I'm a completely open book. You can't offend me. Anything that you want to know, I'm here to answer. So yeah, feel safe in knowing that, and I will stay here after the service as long as I can to answer any questions and just, you know, be here for y'all. Thank you so much, and now I bring up my assistant, Raina Nichols. Oh, she's got a lot more stuff than I do. Very smart to have the paper back up, okay.
Breathe, honey, breathe.
Yeah, right? Get your laptop open and set up. We're all good. Mm-hmm.
This is what you see before you is just excitement.
Good. Excitement is good. Do you have a free hand to hold the mic, or do you need me up here?
Help, but I won't release you. Thank you. All right. So, you know, it's one thing to be asked to speak And it's another to see your name on the paper next to sermon. So, my talk here, I titled it "Living Your Truth, Embracing Trust on Transgender Day of Visibility." And I just wanted to say thank you.
Hold it up closer. Yes.
For the opportunity to express, the opportunity to express yourself is a wonderful opportunity. And my hope is that you all find some value in this moment that we now share. So for the month of March, obviously we should have rehearsed this, but the chalice's theme is trust, as we all know. And I just want to take this opportunity to share my thoughts on how trust relates to my experience as a transgender woman. So to frame this discussion, I want to emphasize the point that I'm speaking my own unique experience and will resist generalizing that experience to all of humanity. I do love philosophizing, though, and I might slip up, and I apologize in advance if for that. As like I said, I don't claim to speak for everyone. If anyone wants to chat later today about what we discussed here or anything else for that matter, I'd love that. Emily and I, of course, will be available in the nest. Is where, yeah. And then, if not today, then another time, as I am a newly minted UU. So, thanks. Please tell me my battery's not dying. Okay. I guess you could say that I have put my trust in this community. I messed up my own punchline there. Shoot. So, what is trust? Trust is one of those familiar words that when asked, let me make this bigger. Okay. I can't see. That's the problem about getting older. Okay. So those words that, you asked a definition, then, I feel like I need to stop and it's familiar, but then when you're asked to define it in words, you have to think about it. So trust is trusting someone. No, that definition is not sufficient since I'm just reusing the word in the definition, right? If I say that I trust someone, what does that mean to me? It means that I have an expectation that you will act in a reliable way toward me, that you will act in my best interest, keep your promises and provide support when needed, and I will do the same for you. So because I think it's a kind of a reciprocal thing, right? It's kind of, because how long can you sustain trust if it's not two-way? We try sometimes, right? But it doesn't end well. So building trust is a gradual process that requires consistency, honesty, and integrity. Now I'm starting to generalize. It involves doing small things that demonstrate reliability and care, such as keeping promises, being transparent, showing empathy. These actions, though seemingly insignificant, lay the ground for a strong and enduring foundation of trust. When trust is broken, rebuilding it can be a daunting task. It demands humility, accountability, and a sincere effort to make amends. Both parties must be willing to engage in open communication, address the root causes of the breach, and work towards healing and reconciliation. So trust in relationships. From that definition, we can see that trust is the foundation of our relationships with family, friends, romantic partners, and ourselves. More on this later. Without trust, we'll be unable to make more than a superficial connection with other people. Trust allows us to be vulnerable, to be able to share our hopes, fears, dreams, and aspirations with someone, and it is this sharing that enables deep connection with another person. When trust is broken, it can be devastating, leading to insecurity and feelings of betrayal. Rebuilding broken trust requires time, effort, and a commitment to change and understanding. For transgender individuals, trust plays a critical role in the journey toward authenticity and visibility. Trusting one's own feelings is one of the first steps in embracing one's authentic self. Trusting oneself requires having the courage to believe in your own self-worth and that you have a right to exist on this planet, as I like to say, as a human being rather than a human doing. That you don't have to earn your spot here. Everyone has a right to be here.
Yep.
This is something that, and this is something that applies to everyone, cis and trans alike. perhaps the realization that you can do this self-validation rather than appealing to an external authority is one of the reasons why trans folks are so feared by the current regime. If I can live as my authentic self, then so can you and so can everyone. So trust in family. The earliest trust relationships are those formed between a child and their parents. And it's this relationship that has such a profound impact on a child's development. The parent's ability to provide consistency, care, and a safe environment shapes their child's ability to form secure attachments, so no pressure. It also helps their child to develop a sense of safety in the world. And I find it paradoxical that we humans need to feel safe in an inherently unsafe world to be happy and healthy. So given the importance of this relationship, it should come as no surprise that parental rejection of their trans children is profoundly devastating. I'm very privileged that my mom's very accepting and my dad is at least still talking to me. Trust in friendship. So think of friends as your found family. Trust in your friends is having confidence they will be there when you need help or simply someone to talk with to share in your joys and sorrows. Trans folks often lose some or all of their pre-transition friends. I'm incredibly privileged that I have not lost anyone yet. So in partnerships and romantic relationships, trust is key to intimacy and connection. It enables partners to be open with each other, navigate challenges together, and build a life based on mutual respect and love. I'm so grateful that my lovely wife, who I've been married to for 22 years, has stood by me through this process. She's been my biggest supporter and is a super ally to LGBTQIA+ folks. Thank you. Trusting others is equally important for transgender individuals as it fosters a sense of belonging and support. Finding allies, advocates, friends who understand and affirm my identity has made an enormously positive difference in my life. These trusted relationships provide a safe space to share experience, seek advice, and receive encouragement. And trust has been instrumental in my journey toward becoming my authentic self. Trusting myself allowed me to embrace my identity as a transgender woman and take steps to live openly and proudly. Trusting others helped me find a community of supportive individuals who have been my strength and inspiration, including all what I've discovered with Emily and Trans Pride, Ventura County, and just from that very first Pride event that I went to, I mean, I literally didn't know a single trans person, and I'd already started to transition. So meeting actual that I was aware of, right? Because they're out there, you just don't realize it. So I mean, they could be anywhere. It could be even you. So, but it's made like such an enormous difference in my life, and I'm so grateful. And I'm grateful for your support, Emily. I'm grateful to have found a supportive community in Chalice and want to take that moment to mention that there's some sort of pledge drive going on, and if you're able, please give what you can.
Thank you, Rena.
You're welcome. And then the role of trust and visibility. So on Transgender Day of Visibility, trust takes on an even greater significance. It's a day to celebrate the courage and resilience of the transgender community and to honor the trust we place in ourselves and each other. Visibility is an act of trust, a declaration that we are here, we matter, and we deserve to be seen and respected. So, in conclusion, trust is a fundamental aspect of the human existence, shapes our relationships, influences our decisions, and impacts our sense of self. As we celebrate Transgender Day of Visibility, let us reflect on not jumping into the wrong area. Let's reflect. Reflect on the importance of trust and strive to build a world where trust is nurtured and cherished. By trusting others and ourselves, we can create a more inclusive, supportive, and compassionate society for all.